Next passage says, the recent recession is caused by the lending policies of the bank. During recession, the banks were hardly lending, which further aggravated the liquidity crisis. So this passage says that in recession, the lending policies of the banks change. When there is a recession, the bank won't lend the money, and when the money is not being lent, the liquidity crisis would increase. So this behavior is due to tightening of the regulatory standards laid down by RBI. So the bank would lend more if the regulatory standards are relaxed. So this says that when the regulatory standards are relaxed, only in that case the bank would start lending more. Otherwise, if there is tightening of the standards, then that would lead to a aggravated liquidity crisis. So what can be inferred? The first statement, it says that credit worthiness of the borrowers is not affected, so that's incorrect. Once the flow of the credit is improved, the economy would come out of depression. That actually cannot be inferred directly, because we are only focusing here on the lending policies of the bank. So we can say that with higher regulatory standards, we are exacerbating the problem of economic depression. Why? Because when you are bringing in more regulatory standards, more tighter regulations, then what would happen in the recession? You would find the problem of liquidity crisis to rise. As a result, the policies would become more stringent, and this would be a vicious cycle that could arise. So when there are higher standards or strict regulatory authorities, that would actually bring in more economic depression. So this can be definitely inferred. There are other agencies other than bank that influence the credit supply, and nothing has been mentioned about it. So C is the right option here.